Alright guys, so I'm going to start off this makeup with some lip balm. This is the e.l.f. Ride or Die lip balm. This stuff is great, you guys. I love this stuff. But this stuff has saved my life, especially this winter because my lips get so chapped. I heard the CBD oil one is really good too and I want to try it out, but I have 2 of these, so I want to use them up before I try out a new lip balm. I'm going to start off with some hydration. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Kind. This stuff is bomb too. I love e.l.f. Like, the majority of my products are from e.l.f. and I use them on a daily basis. You can actually check out my top 2020 makeup products. I did film that. It should have been out. It was out sometime last week or the week before. I can't remember. It was out on the 30th of the 31st of December, so New Year's Eve. My top 2020 products, so make sure to check that out. I will leave it linked down below and right up here. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be trying out a new foundation, so technically this is like a foundation review. This is the Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation from Maybelline. I did open it up just to make sure like the color was gonna be a right fit for my shade, like the perfect shade, and so far it is. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize, but I haven't heard a lot of reviews on this, and the one review I did see, I think I was from Tati, she didn't like it very much, so, but I had already bought it and I was like, oh, I'll just try it out anyways, because you know, makeup products don't always work for everybody, and sometimes they work better for someone else. So I'm going to go in and prime my face. I'm going to be using the Poreless Putty Primer. This stuff is just this stuff I use all the time. If I want, like when I'm trying out foundations, I don't like trying out new primers, because then if one thing doesn't work, then you're really not sure if it's the primer or if it's the foundation. You know what I mean? So I want to try it with things I know that work for my skin. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty Hydrating Primer. You guys, I'm like up to here already. I've had it since January and I literally use it like every day. It just feels so good on the skin and it smells phenomenal. So I'm going to go in with the foundation. This is the, like I mentioned, this is a Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and collagen. It says it gives up to 12-hour continuous hydration, visibly improves the look of skin. It's a medium coverage with a radiant finish, doesn't clog pores, dermatologist tested. So I have hopes. So on one side, of course, I'm going to go in with a sponge, and on the other side I'm going to go in with my favorite foundation brush at the moment, which is the Makeup Shack T17. So I'm going to start off with the sponge side. The shade is actually pretty good. Sorry, my hair is like really crazy right now. I just got out of the shower, and so I haven't styled it or anything. Okay, so far the foundation looks really good. It does look very hydrating, and the coverage isn't that bad. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna put a little more right here, just because I do have more redness around these areas. But the foundation actually wears pretty good so far. Okay, I'm kind of torn on which one I like better, because it pretty much looks the same. Definitely feel like I get more coverage with the sponge, or maybe it is because I did put a little more than with a brush. I feel like the coverage is more on this side, like it's more full coverage on this side. I mean, you guys can't really see it, but I can see it in my mirror. Like, I can just see more of my redness peeking through here than I do on this side. So since we are using a hydrating foundation, I'm going to use a hydrating concealer to go hand in hand with it. And I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in medium peach. You guys can just see how hydrating that concealer looks. Looks so good. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder to set the under eye, just to keep with the hydrating products. Okay, so for bronzer, of course, I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in Always Cheeky. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with my Static and Artist Couture Big Glow Energy Pressed Highlighter. This has literally become my favorite highlighter ever. It's just so perfect. Like, it just melts right into the skin, and it looks so freaking good. They freaking killed it with this collab. And I hope it becomes like a permanent collab, because this highlighter, literally, like, it's so good. So far, I really like the foundation. Sorry if you can hear my son. He's just waking up right now. But so far, I do like the foundation. It wore really well with my other products. I'm going to go finish off my... I'm going to go finish the... I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Alright, you guys. So this is how the foundation is wearing. It's been on for like about 15 minutes. The only problem I am already seeing is on my nose. It's already breaking up, and that's a big no-no for me. Like, my nose is like one of the most important things, and it literally looks like I don't even have foundation on my nose anymore. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like totally breaking up on my nose, which, okay, whatever, you know, it's not a big deal for some, but for me it is, because I hate it. But I finished my makeup. I put lashes on, and okay, so I did my lips. I'm done with everything. The foundation, like I mentioned, it's kind of breaking off on my nose already, and it's only been like 15 minutes, maybe like 30 minutes since I've really put on my foundation. But I am going to be doing check-ins throughout the day. Probably do maybe 1 or 2 check-ins. It is currently 11:28. So I'll probably do a check-in in about 4 hours, so like around 3:30, and then again like around 8, and then at the end of the night. But hopefully this foundation wears really well. I liked how it applied. It applied really nicely. Hopefully it looks good. I mean, so far, I feel like I need to sneeze. So far it looks really, really good on the skin, except my nose. So we will see, and I'll see you guys in about 4 hours. Alright guys, so this is actually a later check-in than I thought. It is currently... It's currently 6:24. I have my iPad here. So it is 2 hours later than I planned on checking in. But so far, the foundation looks pretty well. I'm just like really, really oily. Like, okay, so the foundation is doing okay. I look really, really oily, like in my T-zone and like on my nose. Like, I look hella oily. Like, let me zoom you guys in. You guys can see my nose is like hella shiny, and like you guys just can see like everything. Like, it's cracking on both the sides. Like right here, it's kind of worn off because I had allergies, and just I'm a mess right now, you guys. Legit, like a mess. So I'm just gonna touch up, keep on seeing how it goes. I am oily, so I'm gonna like kind of blot and just see how the rest of the day goes. So far, it is like a 50-50 for me. My nose is one of my biggest problems. And when a foundation doesn't really work on my nose, it's just like, I'm not going to wear it. But we'll just keep on going. I will check in a few hours, you guys. Alright, you guys. So this is the final check-in. It is currently 10:31. So it's 10:31. So you guys see here. 10:31. I am actually so exhausted, you guys. It's been a long day. Like, you can tell, like, my under eyes are just not looking good. I went in a few times with, like, a little brush to, like, touch it up. And if you guys see this, I did spray my finger. Kind of makes it a little better, but my eyes always crease no matter what. The foundation looks pretty great, like, on, like, the outer areas of my face. I'm just super, super oily on this face. Like, on this side, like, my T-zone, I can just feel it. And you kind of can see, like, you can kind of see, like, the oil on my finger of, like, how oily my T-zone is. So I think I do like the foundation and I like how it wore. But I think if I were to use a matte setting powder in my T-zone, I think it would wear a lot better. So I think I'm going to use this foundation again in like one of my next videos and try it out with foundation with setting powder or matte setting powder. I'm like so out of it, you guys. I'm so tired. A matte setting powder and see how that works out. Yeah, but other than that, I think the foundation worked pretty well. My skin looks pretty flawless except my nose. Except like my nose and here I just like hella like oily, like, oh god. Retouching this, I don't even know why. See, like, even just retouching it, it kind of makes it a little better. I mean, if I'm gonna be on the go, I don't want to have to be like retouching my makeup so often. But other than that, I really did like the foundation. It wore really nicely. I'm excited to see how it wears with a matte setting powder. And if I still get pretty oily with a matte setting powder, then I probably won't use the foundation again. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it isn't a new foundation. It's been out on the market for a while, but I have never used it, so I figured you just never know when people are in the market of buying a new foundation and it's not really new. They just see it and they want to pick it up. So for whoever this goes for, you know, I just figured I might as well do a review on it in first impression, a wear test. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Excuse my finger. A big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.